Hello, YouTubers, diecast collectors. It's your White the J-Man 63. Today's video is about a big taboo in the collector world. I just watched a video on a figure collector, and I wanted to elaborate uh, a little more on it, based on the fact that we're all collectors. Now, don't get me wrong. I think that impulsive purchases have probably definitely gone up since Corona hit, since there hasn't been a lot to do, and I think the compulsive buying has really gone up. Now, what as collectors makes us compulsive? Well, it's hard to say. I guess it's always that surge of dopamine that we get from generally what we buy and when we buy it and what kind of deal we can get it for. That's always a thing. Everyone says, oh, well, look, I got this 1/5 scale penny saved. This is my grail piece. And then after we get that grail piece, it's very true amongst collectors. Now, it's hard to say how that makes me feel. It's that surge of adrenaline that I get. Does my collecting make me feel happy? Is what some people might wonder. I have this whole 800 square feet spread out, dedicated to just my collection alone. And no, it doesn't make me happy, but I probably just completed my biggest purchase. It was like 1,250 something dollars purchase. To tell you the truth, I mean, I don't know how much. I've just recently looked at my tax document on how much I've claimed in unemployment, and I'm not going to disclose the figure, but it's a decent amount, and I have about half of it saved and probably up. But to say the least, I mean, I have about half, which is like $6,000 or $7,000 or something saved up. But what I'm saying is, it's hard to say what I've spent to get this place done. It's hard to say what my collection's worth. I have to truly get on and add up the values of this stuff, because it does all add up after a while, like my friend Don always used to say. I'm not going to tell you what is coming in the next few days, but what I can say is they are going to be some really cool 1/18th and 1/64 scale Holy Grail pieces. I'm not saying what they are. A lot of people might ask me, what's the new dragon I'm chasing? Well, I already got a few of the dragons I've been chasing. I would say the new Rat Fink ramp truck is definitely one of those things. Little hint as to what might actually be coming in 1/18th scale. I know if you all follow Hewitt's Wheels channel, which is an excellent Hot Wheels channel, I recommend following him. Follow Hewitt's Wheels. He's got some excellent videos. Probably better editing skills than I have. Well, I don't have great editing skills, but that's all irrelevant. Hold on. But again, people say we're chasing a dragon. I mean, I just spent, I'm not going to say what models they are. They probably spent $600 on GMP and Acme models. Well, with the dragster that I bought, probably about $730. And when you divide that up amongst the 6 models, that's about $120 a model. Now, my friend Don, who recently passed away, who was my guru, which we're going to get to in a minute, I know how much it costs him to build one of those things right out of the box. And when you add up how much it costs to build one of those and what the retail value is on Acme's website and what the MSRP is on those, it's actually not too bad of a deal. But again, that's how we justify it. It's not a bad deal and stuff. There are a number of excuses, and I purposely have spaced out my I purposely ordered my stuff on a day that my worker wasn't going to be coming in, because I didn't want him to blow his top about the amount I just spent. people ask me, why did you just spend $1,200 on diecast? Well, again, my friend, probably based on the fact that my friend Don did recently pass. January 8th was his passing, and just recently was the first time I'd gone to Target, and that was to pick up eBay cards, was to buy more diecast. So just recently my friend Don passed. Now, not that this justifies it, but I guess it was a way of freeing myself from the pain that I was feeling based on Don leaving this earth, and I can't kid myself about the pain that I still feel. I'm already going to a funeral this weekend, so this week is probably why I gave in to my impulsivity or compulsivity or whatever it's called. But people always are wondering, when's the stopping point? Well, I'm just going to say this. Whenever I buy something, I do have to methodically think out, okay, so where am I going to put this said item? Where's this going to go? I still have my Shelby Cobra poster. Was the last thing Don ever gave me, I think, was in the puzzle that he gave me. Was the last thing, and I want to glue that puzzle together and get it framed, and that's going to be a special project for this year that I'm going to do. But what's to say the least that this $1,200 something purchase was in a way freeing me from the pain I felt? Maybe it was, but to say the least, it's hard to say, based on the fact that I've probably been eating a lot more. So I think there's an eating aspect to it too. We're kind of emotional, being an emotional eater. But I don't know. I can't self-diagnose myself, basically. But what it is, and having to go to a funeral this weekend doesn't make this week any better. So people ask me, what's my collecting? Well, there are times I got to get out of the box too, so to speak. Ha ha ha. No pun intended. I had to get out yesterday and go and just, leave, or on, a few days ago, like on Tuesday, I had to get out of the house, and I was just ready to go. I couldn't stand it anymore, Maybe it was to go out and I had my own motives and stuff, but I went out to eat and stuff. I've been cooped up for so long, and maybe I made some unnecessary purchases, but I don't know. I mean, I feel like I should probably eventually talk to some kind of therapist about this kind of thing and see what they think about the addiction. But the way I've always justified it is there's worse things I could be doing possibly. Now, do I let my collecting get ahead of my bills and stuff and things like rent, shelter, food? No, absolutely not. If I didn't have this unemployment, my place wouldn't be as filled as it is right now. I'm more fortunate than most, I can say. I know there's less fortunate than me, so I'm just thankful I was able to recoup some of the stuff that was overdue. But people always are wondering. It's like, well, I don't know. Now, rant time. What's my biggest pet peeve of you want to know my 5 biggest hot buttons? Okay, I'm gonna say what they are. My dad constantly coming in, asking me, what did that cost you? What did that cost you? He'll point crap out that he sees in the room. He cherry picks out, like he'd probably cherry pick out my pennies saved and automatically say, what did that cost you? A big pet peeve of mine. I don't mind when my parents, well, I don't really even like when my mom asked me how much was that. I don't mind it as much, but it's a really big faux pas, and it's something that I don't think should be done. I don't like when people do that junk, and I hate it. So, what's another pet peeve? Don't you think you're collecting a little too much? I hate to see the day you got to move. That is another thing. I hate to see the day you have to move. Look, guys, I don't want to move. I don't see myself moving. People are like, God, you spend more on that place, you don't even own it. I'm like, so what if I don't own it? I am doing what I want to it, and that's not your decision. Every time somebody says that, sometimes I think opinions are like rear ends, and some people stink, to put, as that collector said. I think there's a lot of opinions out there, and I get sick of hearing it. Trust me, I do. But the big pet peeve is, like I said, when somebody points some big ticket item out, automatically looks at probably the biggest thing in the room. Well, ask what it cost me. That's irritating. I hate to see what's going to happen when you move out. And that's another thing. My dad's a big pet peeve. You already know I don't really like my dad. I'm not going to get too much into that. But I'm trying to think of other hot buttons. I can't stand scalpers. People trying to sell things for more value. Those are people I hate. I don't like people who are smug about their collecting. Yes, I have a lot of opinions about what's high end and what's low end and what's hot to collect. But again, I don't really have an opinion. I do have an opinion about what's hot in the market right now, and a lot of what I collect is the stuff people fight, usually hand and fists over. I think gassers are becoming the hot thing. Gassers are a big thing. Hint as to what's coming, but hot rods, 32s, that's a big thing now. The Trans Am racing is becoming a larger thing now, and it's becoming more mainstream. I'm hoping eventually they release a Sunoco Penske car or a Alan Moffat Mustang, which would be nice to get. Those are two I would like to pick up. Going to get into a general discussion and topic here. Right now, I hear Highway 61 is getting ready to release some new content, which is going to be awesome. They're getting ready to finally release some drag cars. I'm sorry if my voice is not great. My throat's a little scratchy. I think I'm coming down with something. It's a wonder I'm getting this video out because I have a headache and I'm feeling sick today. So if I'm not 100% when the new packages arrive, sorry, but I don't feel great. But in a general discussion here, there's some new Highway 61s coming out, which I am definitely looking forward to seeing what they make. There's a few significant drag cars I'd like to get: Sox and Martin, Hurst Hemi Under Glass, Hurst Harry Olds. There's some cheaper Le Mans Maisto stuff I want to get. Of course, all that's going to involve hanging up a new plexi case on the wall, and the space between where my Bigfoot is, my shelf where my Bigfoot's at, and where my door meets my doorstop. I'm going to have to put new 1/18 cases in. Right now, I can't see that being a viable purchase. I have to kind of save right now, and I want to really make sure in case the administration decides to cut back on certain programs, which I'm very unsure of. I hope that they have our best interests at heart, but still, with the way the Community Services Board has been lately with trying to get in touch with any of them, I'm not really, it kind of leaves me on shaky ground. So right now, again, not really sure, but just this year is uncertain. People always ask me, what did you spend? What do you think a round value is on your collection? Well, to me, in the ballpark, anywhere from 15,000 to 20,000 is probably what this collection is probably worth. This whole 800 square feet. That's got to be at least what it's worth without the new 1/18th I want to add to it. But that's what I'm going to guess and go out on a limb and say it's worth. People always ask me, what if I had to downsize? Well, I would keep a lot of the big stuff back there, like the choppers and stuff. I'd probably wind up selling off the 1/64th. That's what I would do if I had to downsize. But I don't know. The 1/64th would probably go, and I'd probably keep a lot of the large scale. That's probably what I would do because I like the large scale stuff. My choppers, my Orange County choppers would definitely stay. I mean, I don't know. It's hard to say what I would do because that's something I don't want to have to do. But if it ever comes to terms, then I'll probably wind up doing that. But it's been difficult. This year has been interesting. And what do you? People always wonder, what do you think adds fuel to the fire? I think it's Corona. I definitely think it's the social distance thing. As of this 21 and 2020, I think frivolous purchases have gone up a lot more, and the rate of impulsive buying has probably gone up. The compulsive buying. I don't know if it's a problem, but I've definitely talked to someone again. But yeah, this year hasn't been hard. Winter is always difficult. It's always a tragic time. It's not a great time because I've had a lot of people pass. My Uncle Jimmy, my granddad, now Don, cousin Dylan. So that's 4 people I can name off the top of my head. My granddad passed long ago, and it's just always, winter is just always something coming up. And right now, this is a difficult time. So I don't think I'd really bought anything since my last few purchases on DMW of last year. I'm going to say. I'm trying to think when my I'm actually looking it up right now. Let's see here. Yeah, since the last thing I bought was the Shelby Collectibles, which was a week ago. I haven't really collected a whole lot. New Year's special, I mean, there was that haul, but that was about 2 weeks ago. I don't know. So yeah, since the New Year's special about a week ago, I haven't had anything much. A month ago, I made a video of my man cave before Don's, what happened to Don happened. But recently, since a week ago, I hadn't really made any major purchases. So it's been about a week or so. Hang on, I got 2 notifications. But yeah, if you haven't followed Hewitt's Wheels by now, you should probably follow it on YouTube. I'd look it up. He has an excellent man cave, excellent content. Kind of about neck and neck with a lot of the really good collectors, but he's got some good stuff. I'd recommend checking out Hewitt's Wheels. But again, like I said, it's just always something that's coming up, and this year has not been easy. So it's like I said before, I think Corona has only added fuel to the fire. But like I said, people ask me what do you think you've spent in models over the last year since you moved out? It's probably at least $5,000 to $7,000 I've spent. I don't know. To get the house done and everything was an expensive project and stuff. All the artwork wasn't expensive and stuff, so I can't I got to think it was tied up somewhere in the diecast. It had to have been $4,000 to $5,000 that I spent easily in models alone. I'm gonna say $6,000 at least. That's a round number off the top of my head, without going back in terms of purchases. But yeah, and then this 1,200 I'm spending probably is not a great idea, but I've seen what it costs to make one of those things from scratch, and let me tell you, it ain't cheap. But it's not return investment. This is sentimental stuff because I guess of Don's passing, and I don't know. There are times I think of collecting in terms of, what my friend buy that passed away. That's how I look at things. So anyway, this has just been a general discussion about stuff that's been going on, and how I've been feeling since the corona. And I might be coming down with something. I literally might be sick. So just keep me in your thoughts and prayers, guys. Hopefully I pull through whatever I'm dealing with, because I've had a splitting migraine and a nose cold, and I woke up in the middle of the night and I've been feeling like crud for a while. So I'm gonna let y'all go. All right. Anyway, if it has to do with diecast and general discussion, it has to be the J-Man 63. See y'all later. Bye.